A man sitting inside his own vehicle was stopped by a couple in Oakland who believed that it was theirs.
They explained their truck had been stolen, but after he insisted it wasn't theirs, police were called out and he was handcuffed. KRON 4's Sogomonian spoke with the man's wife and has this story. Ella, this is kind of confusing.
Well, the family is frustrated and surprised themselves, confused that arresting him would be the protocol in this case. The wife telling me that her husband tried to explain to the couple who approached him that it was in fact his own vehicle, but they insisted their truck got ticketed in the area recently, didn't want to hear any more from him, so they instead called 911. Oakland Police confirmed this happened on 35th Street between West and MLK Boulevard at around 11:30 yesterday morning after they got a call from someone who said they believe they found their stolen truck. When officers got there, they said that the vehicle matched the description, and it was a '99 white Ford pickup in question. That's the one you see on your screen, and it actually belonged to the driver named Simmons, who was approached by the couple. He's a landscaper, but it wasn't filled with plants at the time, just his work tools. His wife, Nicole Hurst, took to Twitter to air out grievances and tells me that he tried to let that couple know it was his truck, even pointing to his elementary school sticker on the gas cap cover. Instead, she says OPD officers swarmed the area, arrested Simmons, and pointed a taser at him, all before asking for his license or registration. He sat detained as they ran the VIN number, which came back to prove it was his truck, and she's concerned that he, as a black man, may have been racially profiled.
He told me that he tried to show them an old picture of his truck to say, you know, like, this is my truck. He's a landscaper, so it's his work truck. And they wouldn't roll down their window when he approached their car. That experience has never happened to me. I am a Black woman who benefits from white privilege because of the way that I look. But it's something, I am a sociologist. It's something that I have studied and know a great deal about, and certainly intimately aware of because of the people in my family and in my life who this happens to. It's not surprising, unfortunately, in the society that we live in, and it's also humiliating and robs people of their dignity and their respect and, you know, their time.
When asked about their protocol to verify whether a vehicle is stolen, OPD told KRON 4 that verifying the vehicle's VIN is part of the investigation of a stolen vehicle, and that the protocol regarding occupied stolen vehicles involves safely detaining the occupant of the vehicle. The registration as well as the occupant's identification are verified to confirm or deny ownership of said vehicle. The amount of time that an individual is detained varies with each incident, and that there are several factors that play a role in the amount of time that somebody is detained. Hurst said that it's very hard for her to imagine a white man sitting in his car and somebody accusing him of that car not belonging to him, and for the officers' first move to be that they put him in handcuffs. The family is now exploring legal options and has been invited to have a conversation with Oakland Police Commissioner Regina Jackson. In the newsroom, Sogomonian, KRON 4 News.